tell you the date where Abosede said all of these things. Baba Mohbad was, Baba Mohbad spoke first before Abosede spoke. Hold on, guys, I'm so sorry. I want to get the accurate date. I believe it's October of 2023. I just want to get the accurate date. I'm so sorry. Baba Mohbad had over 40 to 50 pages of testimony. Abosede had only 15. Not 15, I think 12 or 13. Shame. She only has 12 pages to say about her son. Useless mother. They are selling narrative to you. The people you've not met in your life, the people you don't know in your life, they are telling you how to handle your family. Somebody that you've not met a child. Iyabo is in a group telling you how to treat your husband, the father of your child. But Queen Mother is in a group telling you how to manage your daughter-in-law, girlfriend-in-law, what do you call it? You listening? It's a shame on you, Abosede. You were dealing with people you never before. One query Mohbad, two Mohbad for what era. One beko, Latine, one co pot, one co dustbin. It's a shame on you. One bed negotiate the property of where property to one, but Mohbad era. I told you to tell you once, she won't ever so for guys, I'm on the phone. What weakness do you want to call? T.E. Olawale, Mrs. Aloba Abosede. Are you a Christian? I'm a Christian. Can you tell this court your name? My name is Abosede Aloba.
Saloba.
I don't know. Where do you live? I don't know the address, but I am
Respect ex Baba, I'll take time or respect life. Respect your boss and deal.
Yes, Baba fẹ́ bàjẹ́ dànù.
Respect ex Baba, sure.
Look at ex Baba look very good today. You know it. Let me respect Baba Mohbad.
I don't know it.
Where do you live? I don't know the address, but I am at Orchard right now. This is October 2023. I started living in Mohbad's house at October 2023. Few days after Mohbad was buried. What do you do? I'm not working. Jobless. How can I help you? Do you remember what you deposited as a witness statement on hold on the 25th day of October? If you see it, will you be able to identify it? No answer. What do you want me to do with it? I want it to be adopted as my evidence. My Lord, we seek adopt this statement. The court, the witness deposition called, dated, is hereby adopted as evidence. Guys, close the door. Our gate man. Good afternoon, madam. I pray the Lord. This is Abiodun Kolawole, that vibrant woman. I pray to the Lord, we be with you in times like this. We sympathize with you as a mother to the deceased. Can you describe the relationship between you and your son? I was close to my son. He came to me back at 2019. My younger brother told me that he saw promise and he wanted to come to my place. And I told him to bring him to my place. Darosha Tony Pons wà pẹ̀lú Mohbad láti kékeré. Olómú òun ni ó gbé Mohbad lọ bá yẹ in 2019 o. Nígbà tó ti sign, after tó ti sign tán pẹ̀lú Naira Marley o. It's in English, but she uses a translator in the court. She uses a translator at the court. So she couldn't speak in English, so she was using translator. So as Kimani here, I was close to my son. He came to me back and he wanted to come back to my place. I told him to bring him to my place, at my grandmother's place, and we have been communicating since then. Before then, when he was in school, he used to call me. He wants to come home, that he needs transport fare, and I give him every time he calls me. I asked him, he will see me. He tells me his father won't let him see me. Under the bus. Since 2019, question, you said your son came back to you in 2019. Can you please tell the court you are the mother of that child? Whatever you tell us, we assist the justice, the character-wise of your son, somebody you gave birth to. In spite of the separation, you came in touch with him, and all through before 2019 till date. In a nutshell, can you please tell the court the character-wise of your son? Answer. When he came to meet me at Iyabo in 2019, he and his friend and my younger one came, and I was told he sings now. Once she introduced Omo Esini in 2019, that Oriloko. I asked him how it came about it, and he explained to me. I told him that when I was pregnant with him, I received a message that he will be a minister of God. So why are you a singer? Then I asked about school, and he said he was done. And he asked me where I was, and I said I was in my father's house. Then I asked about school. He said he was done. And he asked me where I was, and I said I was in my father's house. And I said, how do you know Naira? I
thank you very much, Billion. I wanted to ask, how is it that Naira came into the...
Yes. You can see the group chat I've started since September 28th. Not
Thank you.
How is Naira? You don't even know your son sings. Your son sings music. How are you knowing Naira? How are you asking about Naira in somebody you're just meeting for the first time? How do you know Naira? And he told me that his father knows him and he played with me and left. Since then, I used to call him, but it is someone else that will pick the number and tell me that he is not around, and that when he comes, they will tell him, and when he comes, he will call me. And that was how we started calling each other. I told him to take me to where he was living, and he said he will. And I continued calling him, and I used to ask of him from my brother, who is called Darusha. And he told me that they were living in Ikorodu together, but they have left and they are going to Aja. And I asked, does he want to be singing? tó ti ń bèrè Naira Marley, tó tún wá bèrè pé does he want to be singing? After I told you he's a musician, and you asked, oh, kò sí wàhálà. That they told me a prophecy that he could be a pastor, and I fought with him, and I saw tattoo on him, and he begged me. A day to the NDLA issue. He called me in the morning that he wants to travel and he will call me because anytime the number doesn't go, I greet him and pray for him. The midnight of that day, someone came to me that this is promise. Mohbad, because I don't know him as Mohbad. Your child, and he was shouting that Naira Marley wants to kill him and they should save him, and that we cannot, and that night we cannot sleep. I called him and his wife, and none of them picked the call. Called him and his wife. And I was praying, and he could not, and I couldn't say I was even his mother because I was hearing different things. Not too long, I called my younger brother. I asked what happened to Promise, and he told me not to worry. I cannot remember if it was his father or that I called him, but they told me to come and meet him at the hospital, and I went to meet him at the hospital. Question: was it the recent one that happened you are explaining? Answer: the one that happened then. Question: what hospital? I did not know the hospital. Question: who called you? Answer: the father called me. Question: what made him go to the hospital? Was he sick? Answer: I did not know anything. It was when I went to meet his father at Ikorodu that they took me to the department, and it was Bella that collected the department for him. I mean, they were referring to apartments, not departments, so. But they typed department for him. And I met him asleep, but he couldn't do anything. And his father and I stayed there. After 3 days, I called him and asked what happened. And he said that day he went to the studio with his wife. Then he received a call that NDLA came to Naira Marley's house where he was living because Adura and Zino were at home. He drove back home because he didn't want them to arrest anybody. And Naira was not around. Then they took everybody away. And when he got there, they gave him a bottle of water. And after drinking the water, he did not know anything, and he met himself in the hospital. And I asked him to explain who NDLA were, and he did. I told him to leave Naira's place, and he said he cannot leave right now. When he was okay, his father and I went to Naira's house because he said Naira Marley wants to kill him. Question: at what point in time did you go to Naira's house? And who went with you? What was the purpose of going to his house? We took Promise to Naira Marley's house to ask what happened because I don't know Naira Marley. The first day you saw Naira Marley, you met Naira. The first day you saw Mohbad, you asked him who is Naira Marley. Now you don't know who Naira Marley is, so you. I went. His father and one of his father's younger brother and the driver. The four of us went there. When we got there, Naira Marley came out to see us, and I wanted to hear what my son. Then Naira Marley's mother came and said, "My son is not a bad person," but he was shouting that Naira Marley want to kill him. We asked Promise why he said so about his boss, and he told us that day that he signed for 3 years and it was not done. When the mother said that Mohbad was telling people that her son wanted to kill him. Your son been bullied before that time? The question: had your son been bullied before that time? Answer: I had not heard about Naira Marley before that time. Ṣẹ́gbọ́n wèrè. Ìwọ́n tó
obìnrin yóò gbádùn rárá.
ìwọ́n tó sún Naira Marley tó ti bèrè Naira Marley lọ́wọ́ Mohbad first àti kọ́kọ́ mi ti Mohbad tó tún wá ní kí ló fi wọ́. Before that time. Question. Have you ever at any point in time, ever since your child had been living with Naira, pay a visit to him? I did not know their house. It was the NDLA case that made me know Naira Marley's house. Question. You said during the lifetime of your son, he was closer to you. Can you tell this court in a discussion that everybody will understand, what were the things your son told you during his lifetime in relationship with his death? When Naira Marley's mother said he was shouting, we begged her and they said he did not offend them. And we took him back home and we asked him what happened, and he said we could not understand. But those people are wicked. And I asked, if he knew they were wicked, why can't you live there? And he said he sat for 3 years and he had to use it, and it does not use it, they will take everything he owns. And since then, I used to go to Naira Marley's house, and I will not meet him there. I will call him or his wife on the phone. And when I got there, he won't let me eat anything. I'm sad. He will flush it down the toilet. I told him that he should leave with all this going on. And he told me he could not live there. He will leave when it is time. Since that time, he started getting scared. He would call me that he's supposed to go to a show, but he can't go, and there was a particular show that Naira Marley told him to go by force, and he called me and asked if he should go to the show. Shembo your manager. And I told him to go, to leave. He said he can't leave until the 3 years is up, and it will be over soon, and then he will leave. But he said he can't go to the show, that somebody owns the show, and if he goes, they will do what they did to him the last time. That what if they kill him? Then I asked him if he received payment for the show, and he said Naira Marley did, and he hadn't received the money for shows. Upon hearing this, I was calm, and since then they beat him every time he goes for a show, and they would call him. I had been called 3 times. There was a day I was called, and I asked why they beat him, and he said they went for a show and somebody came. I told him to let us speak, but he said he usually goes to report to the police station, and I've witnessed him going to the police station twice to report. Do you remember the name of the stations? I did not go with him, but I know he went to report twice. For the 3rd one, his father called me at 4 p.m. on Sunday, and he told me that I may hear when it's daybreak that my son was beaten again, that Naira Marley beat him, and he witnessed it, and he was at his house. I picked my bags and went to his house, and upon getting there, his father said he was at the hospital, and I called someone to take me there. They did not let us enter. They said he had high blood pressure. He was released to us at night, and they went to the police station. And his lawyer, who was also present, then I went home. For how long have you been living with him before his death? I did not live there. I only come there before he died. I was called there that he was beaten. When was that? The month, the year, this year? Yes. I was told he was shouting, he was shooting, and they beat him. And his father and I left. And before we could see him, it took time. Question. Who were the people that beat him? Answer. I asked, and he said, Samari. Question. He mentioned, answer, he mentioned, and the Naramali that he usually mentions to me. I go angry that they beat him every day. And he says, because we don't have money, but we can speak out and I have people. I can report to, have people I can report to. And he mocked me that, who do I know? Only your Đđņń. I asked him if he knew Wasiu Ayinde, Òṣùpá, and he laughed. What about M. Solomon? And he said he did. I asked if he knew Pasuma, and he said yeah. So I told him to call Pasuma. He called Pasuma that day in my presence of his father, in presence of his father. And I reported that Pasuma said he will call Naira to stop beating him about. His father and I said we should go to the Oba of Ikorodu to report, and he accepted. But when he got to the third day, that he said, do I want to die? And he said that if I talk and they trace and kill me, he said he has reported in the police station that I should leave him and that they want to spoil his name, and that if I go outside and talk, they will not listen, and it's only be my family that will hear me. Since he had called Pasuma, I was calm, and he had promised that he would go to the Oba of Ikorodu. So after 3 days that he said we should not go to Oba Ikorodu again, then I stayed with him a while. Coming closer to time, I was in the house for 10 days when his father called me on the Thursday of that week, and I told him I was at Promise House, and he asked what I was doing there, and I told him that he should also come. He came. His elder sibling was there in the house also. His father left the second day, but I stayed back. And on Friday, he got new chairs. And I told him I wanted the old ones. And he said I should call his father to help me carry them. Chengbo, Chiadu Wiriko, on Saturday, Kimobatu Sunday. Chiadu Wiriko. Uma Kerushani. I was saying, Ma Kerushani. Before he died, Okochia. After he died, Okochia. I was saying, Ma Kerushani. I like to Ma Kerushani. I want to read Jakpa. Yaje. I told him I wanted the old ones, and he said I should call his father to help me carry them. On Saturday, his father came to help me with the chairs, and that was the same day he told me he was coming to Ikorodu for a show. And after the show, they would lodge somewhere and come to my place to play with me. On Sunday, I went to church. I go back on Monday night. Then I called his wife on Tuesday morning. Nígbà tí a ti ṣe interview tó ti kó bá rẹ̀ jìnnà, dáwà yà, wà lọ ń control rẹ̀ padà ní inquest. Ó lọ ń control rẹ̀ padà ní inquest. And he said yes. Tuesday morning he spoke and asked if my son and Liam, and they said they were all right. I asked if they were together overnight, and she said yes. And he asked me if I heard anything, and I said no. That I only asked because they said they would come to my place, and she said she is asleep. And he also sustained an injury in the show they went for, but it wasn't much. I prayed. She said you could call me when he is awake. That same day by 3 p.m. I prayed to 4. I went to the shop he rented for me, and I saw that rain fell, so I called his wife to tell her that the shop is leaking. But when she picked up, She told me to start coming, that she is not going to be a widow. I locked the shop and called his father that I was going to promise place and he should come and meet me there. We usually do when we are going to his house together. When we miss auntie meet us, and we left. They didn't pick my call again. And when we got to Agungi, we alighted to go to the hospital. They described to us. Then I called Darosha, and he told us to go to the hospital again. He told us not to go to the hospital again, that we should come home and promise he's at home. When I heard his father talking to someone that they have taken promise back home, and he said, he's dead. Bami also called me that he should come home. I asked what killed my son, and he said it is money that killed him. I asked, Bami also called me that we should come home. I asked what killed my son, and he said it is money that killed him.
Billion, Ejo, Eka Beye, very slowly. I want to check something. Eka, very slowly. Ejo.
Then I heard his father talking to someone that they have taken promise back home and he's dead. Bami also called me that we should come home. I asked what killed my son, and he said it is money that killed him. And I asked how. I didn't believe, and we trekked to his house. On getting there, they did not allow me enter, and I was told my son was dead. Hold on. So, hold on, sir. Question, madam, please calm down. Answer.
Maya Billion, please, Maya Billion, tell everybody to on flag now. Only the life is inactive, but don't go kill the believer. Power tap. Assistant distance.
Focus on my power for please power tap, please power tap. Let's take the like up, let's take the like to 28,000. We're on 24,000 now. Power tap, please.
30,000, please.
Please let's take the like up. Hey, Kazan. Oríṣiríṣi la máa ń gbọ́ kẹ́ ẹ̀.
Yes, sir.
Wọ́n ní DJ bá mi sọ pé owó ló pa Mohbad.
Ẹni pé ṣó tóbi ò gbọ́ yẹn.
Lẹ́pẹ̀ nìyẹn o. Òyìnbó ya Mohbad lẹ̀ understand ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ. Kẹ́rí bàbá sọ wípé ìgbà tí wọ́n lọ story tí Mohbad yẹn sọ is that when they got down at the junction of the hospital, they called Darusha to come and take them to the hospital. Darusha asked them to come to the house. That Mohbad is in the house. Baba now said, ẹni tán ní ara ẹ̀ ò dá, wọ́n ṣe ń pè wọ́n lémọ́lémọ́. Náà tán wá dédé pé wọ́n pé ara ẹ̀ ti dá. Ó dẹ̀ tún ti wà nílé. Bàbá wa ní, ṣé ìṣepò ọmọ yìí ti kú? Ìyá Mohbad wá ní, kí ló lè pa? Bàbá lòun á sọ pé nǹkan tó ní ló ṣekú pa. Ṣé I understand? It's just ọ̀rọ̀ tọkọ àti ìyàwó ń sọ tó bá rìn lọ nìyẹn. Mi ò bóyá ní nǹkan rẹpẹtẹ sí bàbá mi. Bàbá kan wò pé.
Ẹ̀bùn tí ẹ mọ̀ pé tí bàbá bá sọ, àbọ̀tẹ̀lẹ̀ máa sọ pé bàbá ó ní DJ Bami ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kàn wọ́n ní ara wọn náà.
Okay, all right.
Ẹ kàwé kúrò níbẹ̀.
Okay, let's go on. That night, I couldn't enter the house, but his father did. Question, you did not see your son? Answer, I did not see him. When an ambulance came, I was shouting, my son is someone that listens. They said he smokes cigarettes, but he has not done that in my presence before. Even drugs. Question, during the lifetime of your son. Now, this is a very important page. That's very, very important in the case of embalmment. If Abosede or anybody is stating that Mohbad and everybody witnessed the embalmment, this page has stated that Abosede did not go inside. So Abosede did not know about the embalmment, the station of Mohbad. She did not even know Mohbad was placed under the staircase. So on the embalmment matter, every testimony of Abosede should be disregarded, should be null and void. I did not see him. Then an ambulance came and I was shouting, my son is someone that listens. They said he smokes cigarettes, but he does not smoke in my presence. During the lifetime of your son, has he ever discussed having any issue with any other person? It is Naira Marley and Sam Larry he mentioned. I begged him to let me speak out, but he said they would kill him. The magistrate TV, we sympathize with you. May God console you. Cross-examination by A.A. Judge. Mrs. Oliver, please accept our sympathy, condolences. The Lord will preserve you and others, comfort you, your family. We will have to ask you some factual questions.
William, 1 moment, sir. This AA Judge, whose attorney is he or she?
I'm not sure. But maybe in the course of action, we'll find out. I can find out after reading, because I have to go to the front page. Because every court sitting, they introduce themselves, who they are representing. I'll just take notes. I will find out. A.A. Judge. Mr. A.A. Judge. Am I go? Question. How old was the deceased when you left the father's house? He was 7 years old. 10 years, I don't see mommy.
Wow.
10 years, I don't see mommy.
Wow.
So she could put 10 years by. I could 10 years ago. We told her formally. How many children do you have for the father? Answer 3. Do you have children for other men? Yes. How many? 2. So 5 children altogether. 3 for the father. When you left, the deceased was your first one? No. Second one. The firstborn was male or female? Female. It was the first male. Answer, yes. When you left, when the deceased was barely 7 years old, did you leave him with other children? Answer, he did not allow me to take them. Baba Mohbad kò gbà kó kọ́ ọmọ lọ. I was given only Adura, but he did not allow Adura to stay long before he collected him. When you left father's house, where did you move to? Àlejò tí wọ́n yí tí wọ́n kà pẹ̀lú Mr. Tunde 27-29 yẹn. Àlejò tí Mr. Tunde yẹn tó kúrò ní gbùrù lóru yẹn. Àlejò yẹn. Where did you leave? When you left father's, where did you move to? Answer. I was working at a bakery, and that was where I went to because I didn't go to my father's house. Answer. Question. What happened? Why did you leave your husband's house? Olawale, which we do not know who is representing, interjected. We shall be raising objections. These questions has nothing to do with the circumstances leading to the death of Mohbad. A Judge, Your Honor, the witness testified to a prophecy that this deceased was supposed to be a pastor, and I expected the person who received a message to be available to groom and ensure that his deceased fellow the path of God and obtained for him. That is why I am going through all this. You received a prophecy about a child being glorious. Where the Shindoko Kiri, Tofi Foko, Tofi Fioko, Tofi Moko de Bitule, or Moko de Legalemo. I was a Moko de Legalemo. Please tap. Thank you for tapping. Thank you for tapping. Thank you for tapping. 10 people to share to 10 people. 10 people share to 10 people. Follow the host. 10 people to share to 10 people. Question. Question. Mrs. Aloba, all this incident of beating and bullying, you were never there when they were beating him. Answer, I was not there. It was when they were done beating him that they called me. Question, all this beating referred to here, everything happened last year. Answer, it happened last year and this year. Question, what time this year? Answer, I remember that of August. The guy died in September. Not in August. And the guy was not in Nigeria in August. He was in UK in August. Okay. Question. Do you notice any funny behavior or any unbalanced behavior as a result of the beatings? Answer. There was nothing wrong with him. Ṣẹ́ngbọ́ ya Papi Lulu tó sọ pé orí ọmọ ti dàrú, orí ọmọ ò pé, orí ọmọ ti ń yí. Ònìyàn sọ sí pé pẹ̀lú gbogbo àlùbọ́mi tó ń nà ó, gbogbo ìgbájúgbámú, orúkọ sí àwọn tó ṣe o. He was still behaving normal. Answer, there was nothing wrong with him. Question, despite all these beatings, he was always in the right state of mind. Answer, he said he had ulcer. I think this is the law for the NDLA. Satan. Oh, it's not the law.
Yes, sir. I'm following.
I think this will be the lawyer for the NDLA.
For the NDLA, okay.
Establishing Mohbad's state of mind and state of health.
Correct.
I would think it's for the NDLA or representing the music industry, any of the two. Because they are trying to establish Mohbad's state of mind and condition of health here. That's okay. We're in the house on the 9th of September, Saturday. Yes, I was there on Saturday night. His father helped me carry the chairs to my house. Big, you know me. That was the day he told you we're going for a show in Ikorodu. Answer, yes. Question, it was on Tuesday or Wednesday that you went back to the house? Answer, when I was called on Tuesday, I went back. Question, when you went back to the place, did you see the corpse? Answer, they did not let me see the corpse. Page 125 and page 128. Established by Mohbad did not see the embalmment, did not witness embalmment, was not part of the embalmment. Question. The father said you accompanied the ambulance to another vehicle to Ikorodu. Answer. It was his father and I that was in the car. And it was Darosha that wanted to drive. And they sent me out that I cannot follow them. It was a woman that carried me to her house. I wanted to know where they were taking my son to. Could that woman be Biodun Lawa? Would it be Biodun Lawa?
Okay.
We don't know this woman, no, because Biodun Lawa stays around Mohbad's house.
And Shotobi did not ask, who is that woman?
Nobody asked. Let's go on. He did not follow them to Ikorodu. No, it was one woman that carried me. Question, where did the woman take you to? Answer, to her house. Question, where is her house? Answer, that side on the island. It was second day they brought me to Ikorodu. Question, did you get a general hospital to Ikorodu that night? Answer, no. They did not let me follow them. They told me to get down. Question, who told you to get down? Answer, his father and Darusha. Question, who is Darusha? He's the last child of my mother. Apomolekun. Apayalekun omo. Did you get to Ikorodu General Hospital that night? Answer, no. Question, so everything that you know as of how the deceased died, they were things people told you. Answer, it is that what my child told me that I have said. Question, I'm not talking about the incident of bullying. Everything about how he died. You saw him on Saturday. The next thing on Tuesday, 12, it was no more. Yes. Once again, I sent my condolences. Kolawole Salami, consideration. Madam, tell us in all of this, who are the people you suspect in the relationship to the death of your son? Answer, I do not know who killed my son. Only God knows. But my child keeps shouting Naira Marley that beat him all the time. And Mohbad never shouted Naira Marley beat me. You see? Everybody has said of Sam Larry. Beat him all the time. See, he causes hypertension. When he drives, and I am with him because I follow him about out of fear. When he holds the steering, he will be nervous and tell me about shows he did not go to out of fear of Naira Marley. And I beg him to follow me, to allow me to speak out. And he said they would kill him. Madam, after you left your son on Saturday and went home, when did they inform you your son had sustained injury? Answer, Tuesday. Question, they told you he sustained injury on Tuesday and he went to show on Sunday? It took them 3 days to inform you that your son was injured. Yes, nod up and down. Question, for them to have informed you after 3 days, don't you feel that it's suspicious that it was 3 days after they informed you? Answer, it did not hold, I did not hold any suspicion. She didn't worry. She's not suspicious of anything. Question, who informed you of the injury you sustained? Answer, it was the one that called me, the wife, on Tuesday when I did not hear from them on Monday. A.A. George, sorry, Your Honor, there is no evidence to the fact that the witness was informed 3 days after the deceased died. So A.A. George is standing up to say that there is no evidence to the fact that the witness was informed 3 days after the deceased died. Mr. Kolawole Salami, not the death, after the injury. That is why I'm asking you that for them not to have informed you after 3 days of his injury, were you not suspicious? Answer, I was not suspicious, but I know that on Monday he will sleep, and I do not want to disturb him. Question, out of the people surrounding your son, which of them has a relationship with Naira Marley that you suspect as regard to your son? Answer, The only person that I know that is still with Naira is his manager. What is the name of the manager? SI. Question. Is it Sheyi Awoluga? Answer. I don't know, but it's SI. Question. Is it a male or female? Answer. Female. Question. Are you aware of the constant disagreement between your late son and his wife? Answer. I cannot say anything because his wife and I came together when she gave birth to Liam. Liam was born in April.
Wow.
He was born in April 12. All right. So if she was just getting to know Wunmi in April, and 4 or 5 months after you know Wunmi, your son died. I must have said it badly. I cannot say anything because his wife and I came together when she gave birth to Liam. Question. So your son never informed you as of any fight or disagreement between him and his wife during all this time you reunited with him? Answer. The only thing I know between my son and is that it is an issue between husband and wife, and there is complaint of extramarital affairs. That is what I'm told. That Mohbad got to suffer yakpe extramarital affairs who are involved. Has your son ever complained about his wife? Answer. He did not complain to me about his wife. Question. But it is the wife that used to complain? Answer. When I get there, I know there are issues when they are in separate rooms. And I ask what the problem is because they are usually together. Question. Have you at any point tried to intervene? Answer. I do not settle. I just ask questions. And when the wife has stopped, I will ask my son about it and I will tell them not to do that, what each other do not like. Do not do what each other do not like. The wife and I just came together. Question. That is all. Olumuyiwa Ogunsomi. Question. In your recent deposition before the court, paragraph 3, you said that you got a call from the deceased from your sons about a particular video on the internet. And in this video, the deceased, your son, was crying. When you eventually met the deceased, did you ask him why he was crying in that video? Answer, I asked him. Question, what did he tell you? Answer, he said that Amali wants to kill him. And that is why he did the video. Question, in paragraph 3 and 4, you said someone called you. This person that called you on 2 occasions, is it the same person or 2 different people? Is it the same person that is calling you on different occasions? Answer, 2 different people. Question, this is your son told you that NDLA came to Naimali's house and arrested some people. And when you saw that his manager brother was among the people that were arrested and his friend, he followed them. So it means he was not arrested with them. Answer, yes. Why the disease was at the DNA office? He told you they gave him water. Who gave him water? Answer, I don't know. Question, in paragraph 12 and 13, you said that the disease told you Naira wants to kill him, and you advised him that he should take a step, and he told you not to worry as a mother of the disease. What step did you take thereafter? His father and I went to Naira house. Question, in paragraph 14, you mentioned one Iya Ololade. Who is she? Answer, his father said it is his younger one. Question, you went to Naira house together? Answer, yes. So Ololade too also went with Mohbad to go and beat Naira. Got on trial of 1 year. In paragraph 15, why in Naira house? Naira told you that disease spoiled his name and you apologized? Answer. It was his mother that said so, not Naira Marley. Question. That he spoiled his name of Naira Marley? Answer yes. And you apologize while you were there? Answer yes. Question. And Naira Marley promised not to attack the disease again? Answer. He did not tell us that he attacked him in the first place, but because he is his boss, we did not want any issues between them. That was why we went there. So Naira Marley never said Naira Marley attacked him. Mohbad never said. He did not tell us that he attacked him. Mohbad did not tell us Naira Marley attacked him. We went there because we do not want issues between them. Question. Shengbo, Naira Marley bully. Question. Why in Naira Marley's house? In your paragraph 15, you asked Naira Marley what the offense of the disease was. Answer. He said he did not do anything, that he was a good boy. Question. In paragraph 17, when you left Naira Marley's house and you were at home with the disease, you asked him, what are you going to do about the issue of the attack and the beating? And he told you that you should not worry, that it is about the contract that is signed. And he told you that he had reported to the police station. Did the police station do anything? Answer. I did not see them do anything. Question. But you are not aware of the police station went to Naira Marley's house or invited Naira Marley? Answer. Shake head side to side. No. Question. In your paragraph 19, as a result of fear, the deceased could not attend shows again. He had a particular show and he could not go because they wanted to kill him there. Did the deceased tell you who wanted to kill him? Answer. The show he wanted to go to, he did not go. He said Sam Larry collected the show and they were the one that planned for him. And he can't go there. He doesn't want them to hook him. Question. So the deceased told you that it is Sam Larry that is planning for him to come there? Answer. Nods up and down. That is to say yes. Question. In paragraph 22, you said that you used to meet the deceased at the hospital after he has been beaten. Answer. Yes. Question. Do you ever ask him who beat him while he was at the hospital? Tell the court the name. Answer. He said Sam Larry. When he traveled and came back, he said they came to attack him. And he said it was Naira Marley. It was Naira Marley this time around, not Sam Larry. When he wanted to travel, he said his wife called me about what they were going to do about the traveling. And I said we could go and come back. I said he should go and come back. Question. In your deposition before the court, paragraph 24, 25, you said he told the deceased that he should call the seniors at the entertainment industry, like Wasiu Ayinde Pasuma, that they should intervene in the matter. Did he call them? Answer, yes. Did they take any step to call Naira Marley? Answer, I don't know. Question. You also asked the deceased the steps he had taken concerning the attack, and he said he had gone to the police station to report Sam Larry. Were you aware whether police invited Sam Larry? Question. Answer, I don't know. In a nutshell, throughout the time that the disease was being attacked by Naira Marley and Sam Larry, and he was telling you, the police did not do anything at all. Answer, they did not do anything. Question, my lord, that is all for the witness. Court, this inquest is further adjourned to 7th of November 2023. So that was the only time Abosede spoke at the Corona inquest. Few pages.
Can you imagine that, Mr. B? You see, so where in this testimony is it did Shotobi hear, or where did she see, or how did she come about all the things that she was saying about Abosede? The way she characterized Abosede. The way she characterized Abosede. From what we have heard now in this CTC of what she told the court, there were even questions, there are questions from this testimony that the judge Shotobi should have even asked and probed further. So one cannot but conclude that Shotobi too has been bought and has been played into the script, and she acted her part the way it has been dictated to her. Because I don't see anything that is so spectacular in what we have had here. She was seated there while Mohbad was saying the first time she met her son after many years. At that first meeting, she was already asking the boy, who is Naira Marley? She was already talking about Naira Marley at that point.
Mr. Pagam. The very first time, Adura, we take Mohbad to the mother. Mama Mohbad did not recognize Mohbad. That's the truth. He didn't know it's Mohbad that was standing. Mohbad had to introduce himself to the mom. And Adura has to say, this is my brother. The mother even said, she doesn't even know Mohbad is Mohbad. She didn't recognize her son. This is not a lie. This is the truth. And the sight of that woman was disheartening. He cried. And the reason why he was unable to introduce his mom, the Mama Mohbad we are seeing when Mohbad died was the most beautiful Mama Mohbad. Because it looks like a rag where Mohbad met her. This is not a lie. Because Mohbad had to start taking care, like bringing her up to shy a little bit before
You have to polish her.
Yes, you have to polish or push her a little bit so that at least she can come close to where Mohbad is. And one thing about this testament and the verdict we are reading about Shotobi, we already know where these things are coming from. These things already came from the group chat of Iyabo, where Iyabo said Baba is fighting, already lost battle. You know? For me, I'm not, and this type of person, no, is good the way we are reading it. But we need to, my own is, I need solution. I need something that we can do to just move on. Because I don't want to have Mama bad headache to my headache. My headache is Nigerian judiciary, Nigerian police, and everybody trying to look away from the pain of everybody. You know? And I'm praying every day. This case, I want it out of Lagos as soon as possible, as fast as it could be. Let it go out. Let someone else come and take. Let us see the way Lagos State is corrupt, from the government to the judiciary, executive, to everybody. The way is fantastically corrupt. Maybe that's the way Abuja will be. So let the people in Abuja use their experience of policing to follow this case. Because if a police in Abuja take it up, maybe they will tell us they don't need to do forensic, some forensic for all these cobwebs, you know, to know what, where, how, the first person they called when this guy died. What time did this guy die? These are what will take us to where we are going. Which day, what time? Who was the first contact that they reached out to? Which hospital? Every of that. I want Nigerian police, the sophisticated one that they say is in Abuja, to look into it. So that Iyabo Ojo, that I will use his purpose to do surveillance for the police in Lagos, that they are sitting on this case as if nothing can be done. I want this case out of their hand as soon as possible. That's why I'm not interested in Mama Mohbad. Mama Mohbad is a failure. As far as I'm concerned, Iyabo Mohbad is any day, anytime. She's a failure. It's what we want, she doesn't want it. She says she's facing whatever Mohbad is left behind, and we are chasing what killed Mohbad. It's a two different thing. Because you already know what killed Mohbad, we don't know. Maybe if we know what killed Mohbad now, we can now move a step further and say, okay, we want to look for Mohbad property and Mohbad money. But as we sit here, before I can talk about Mohbad money and property, I want to know how, what time, how, what killed him, who was there, who did they call, where's the camera, video, or what did they call it? CCTV in Mohbad house, the one outside, the one inside, and how which vehicle took Mohbad. All that needs to be put together. Then Nigerian police will do their job. Because DPP and Corona did not, they find out a little bit, but even the one they get, they don't want to use it. They just want to go ahead and do a shabby job. They want to do a job that Mohbad will not get justice. If we keep on with the Lagos people, Mr. Tazan, we won't get anything. That Lagos is the worst place that I've ever seen in terms of justice. So that's what I can say. Mohbad is not my idea. If anything happened to the children she had with another man, you see what she did, exactly what she did now. Ilorin is the new legal brand court case. Okay. So Mr. Tazan, me, I don't want to bother myself with Mama Mohbad. I don't have time for her. That's my own. That's my own. Yes, everybody, power tap for Mr. Guresi. I don't know what's wrong with your keynote screenplay, with your network. Power tap. Power tap.
That is just it. Me too. I think Motiloki asked me concerning that Lagos judiciary. If ọlọ́mọ gbàdúrà pọ̀lọ́n á ṣílẹ̀kùn àánú ẹ̀ fún wa, á gbé kéèsì jáde kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so that we can have headway lágbára Ọlọ́run. That's just it. So ibi tí mi ò ní, I don't know. Bí wọ́n ní àṣọ̀rìn kan lè ti Nazareth jáde, I don't know. If any good thing láyé Sanwó-Olú yìí, I don't know. I doubt it.
I share your sentiment as well, but again, I think there are cases, there are jurisdictions, there are all of these things. I'm sure BioBillion could help us. Tagurexi is here, and also Sanolaide is there. This case, or is there a way that it could be transferred from Lagos State and go into federal or something? Is that possible? My limited understanding is that it is a state case. So I don't know if there is a way that it could come out of the hands of this Lagos State government. But then, if it has to go to the federal, we know those that are in charge of the federal system. We know those that are controlling the federal.
Where I want us to look into is federal is different from, even though we want to say we know people that is in government now. At least if I cannot believe, put my faith in Lagos State for 1/100, I can still put my faith in federal for 20/100, which make it look better to me. See someone just write here, say it's like, it seems Ilorin is the new legal ground hotcake. All this thing happens in state by state, and people of that state get justice, even though the justice might be 50%, at least they still get it. But Lagos State, in this case of Mohbad, and cases that involve their own, they tend to want to look away. And that is what is happening now. So to me, no matter how bad it's going to be, if the case moves out of Lagos to, example, Abuja, it cannot be the way the case is being looked into in Lagos. Because new people will step into it, new eyes will look into it, and after man will see it, a Yoruba man will see it, an Igbo man will see it. It's not going to be like, okay, it is Lagos and it is Lagos. Mr. Tazan Iyabo, Mr. Tazan come back home. It is we. Please let us for ourselves. People are just coming now. Mr. Aguresi, welcome. Request, so I don't know what happened. Let everybody for WhatsApp. All right. Mr. Aguresi. Okay.
Protesting. We don't want to go attack. We are protesting already. We don't want to go attack. We want to show our anger.
If you cannot speak and maybe the show went off, you take your anger to bed, Mr. Aguresi. If you want to talk, I'm still saying myself. Oh, Mr. Tazan, you are not here. You tell you still see yourself on the dashboard. Mr. Tazan, Mr. Aguresi, do you have anything to say concerning this Mama Mohbad? Mr. Aguresi. Mama Mohbad testimony and Darusha testimony at the inquest, compared to what Shokibi have to, we want to see what they say in their testimony that makes Shokibi to praise them to high heaven like that. We were trying to go back to read it and see that there's nothing special that brought in all the praises. But there's something that comes to my mind, Mr. Aguresi. What really comes to my mind is they were only doing that to spite Baba Mohbad and to frustrate the man the more, because in the coven of WhatsApp, they know how this thing happened and they know they want to get away with it. Mr. Aguresi, I'm listening to whatever you have to say.
Well, it's all well and good on their side. They thought they concealed and concealed their plot, but as God will have it, I don't know how they will be sleeping or their condition, and I try to imagine their body temperature because it should be done on them that whatever they have plotted, whatever they have planned, whatever they have connived to agree upon, as been let out for everyone to see. So, young word, even by giving testimony, and even by coming to court, she was raising her hand up to say that can the judge can the magistrate give an order for us to go and bury the body? Just because they have deceived her, they have paid her, or she had connived with them to run a DNA secretly so that at the end of it, after what are they buried, they will now bring out the result to show or to lie to us that they did it and it was positive. And that was why they were clamoring that the body should be buried. Well, no matter how I didn't trust the procedures or the possession of that magistrate, that singular act will make me to place the magistrate and that court on a very high level. Assuming when they came and said, the woman raised up her hand after an high contact and high message from CY. I was there, I witnessed the body language. I witnessed the body message. When CY had to wink and shook her hand to tell the young woman that it's time for her to raise her hand to stand up. And the young woman stood up to say all those things. Assuming the magistrate had granted it, they might have gotten a kind of leeway or a say to say that yes, the magistrate has spoken. The Corona court that is putting an Mohbad, I'll do my cap and I will say, well done. That singular act is why I'm positive, or is where I go along with the magistrate. Every other thing, well, let me keep that. So they had done the DNA and they came to court to raise their hand up just because they wanted to deceive the government, they wanted to deceive the public, and they wanted to coin everything belonging to Mohbad. Because I can see anybody member that is not shouting for justice is after the royalty and whatever Mohbad has left behind. If truly you want to look at and you want to do this late boy any favor as a family, not to be singing and shouting for justice. You have to come out, raise your voice and demand for justice. But unfortunately, his brother, his mother, his partner, his friends, his associates, his because every one of them, they really disappointed and betrayed this guy. They really done it. And as God will have it, and as the spirit of Mohbad has failed to rest, seeking, demanding, and clamoring for justice, they are now being exposed and jumping from fry pan to fire. It's really so sad that the feedback and the reactions we are getting from his mother has never been motherly. It has never been motherly. It has never been encouraging. If all these mothers that we have around could submit themselves to seek justice for a life of another person's child that was cut short, if they look at what the mother has done and what he is doing, it's enough for them to work off. But all these mothers we are having here, they charge their loan, put on their armor, and held their sword, fighting and demanding for justice. Yeah, what are the inquest? Despite the lies, despite the manipulation from Darusha and his sister, they were able to shed one or two lights into why those in that house should be questioned. Those within Mohbad in his last 48 hours are the ones that should be held responsible. The nurse can be charged for lack of professionalism, but I don't think he should be the one that we should focus attention on what happened to Mohbad in the house. Because the condition at which the nurse met and saw Mohbad was not a condition of somebody that walked into the house. A young man, not an old one that will say, okay, age is calling. A young guy of 26 walked into the house. What happened in the house? Series of evidences, series of revelations from Darusha and Mohbad herself. That's why they try to deceive us. But from what they say, there is no way, even if you have been manipulated, you cannot be 100% falsely. And no matter how you want to say, how you have decided to say the truth, you cannot be 100% narratives. We are able to pick on young God certain things. And we heard from young God when she said she got into their room and saw a man sleeping, lying down on the bed when the wife was present. We heard Darusha. How God walked into that. Even if you have to look at Darusha's narrative or his account at the level of the inquest, it's enough to know that what happened to Mohbad happened in that house. Darusha in his statement said, Mohbad walked in. Nothing happened to him. Despite him trying to push it on Prime Boy, even he himself dies. There was a fight. Did you see blood? He didn't notice. Did you hear Mohbad argue with the wife? Yes. But what were they saying? He could not say it. He didn't hear. There was a fight. It was even before the introduction of the driver. It was Darusha and, let me say, Patrice Grandin that made us to know that there was a fight and argument in the car while they were going on. Darusha said a lot. He said a little that is so heavy and annoying that means a lot. It was Darusha that told us that first told us that they stopped at Orchard Road when CY wanted to alight on the car and he got to go and sleep somewhere else. Maybe a trap had been set for one in the house in which she didn't want to get involved, or maybe because she had decided to go and see, because how could a woman say he was alighting, she wanted to alight on a car that was conveying her and her husband down home at 2 a.m. Where was she intending to go? Who was she intending to see? And what was her intentions? Those are the things that we need to ask. Those are the areas we need to put our searchlight on. Darusha need us to understand that he was the one that intervened and asked CY not to go anywhere, to get back into the car and they shouldn't go home. Darusha said when he got home, he saw he was with Mohbad. Everybody walked into the house. Nothing happened to Mohbad. Mohbad did not complain to Darusha that something happened. He walked into the house. You wanted to say something, huh?
No, I'm just so sorry. I want to give something.
And according to Darusha, they could have exchanged pleasantries. They could have embraced themselves. They could have said goodnight to one another in a very relaxed and cool mood. According to Darusha, before he left to his house, nothing happened to Mohbad, and that was around 2:30 a.m. On Monday, God, no, there's no reason. He had to call Adura. It's sleeping upstairs. After Adura had been called to come and see his brother, Adura kept quiet as if nothing happened in the house. Adura kept quiet as if there was no noise that came from upstairs. You see, in this case of Mohbad, there are certain figures and certain individuals I will appreciate for not letting our effort, and let me say my effort, to go in vain. I appreciate Mohbad for his unwavering stance, for his resolute position, for standing firm. Whatever you like, you can say. I was listening to some ignorant yesterday. Blessing told us something. This, that. You see, you will continue to wallow in your ignorance, wallow in your foolishness, and wallow in your stupidity until you get confused and you don't even know whether you should use the window or the door to come out of your house. And most importantly, I will always thank Very Đđņń for standing out and speaking out. Is an opportunity, and let me say, it is a privilege that the spirit of Mohbad had entered into somebody who has a voice, somebody who cannot be threatened, somebody who can never be up. I appreciate Very Đđņń, and I continue praying for him, and I will always ensure that the best support and the best encouragement you can give to him is given. It's quite unfortunate that an obvious evidence and the real things, just a death puzzle that can be solved under 1 or 2 weeks has lingered to up to 2 years. Mr. Joseph, what's that? It's supposed to be called Oluwadamilare. He has been called several names. He has been tagged several symbols. A lot has been said to him. But here we are today. I could remember in recent time when somebody called your Nicky out and said, the one was there when his son died. Because they are, you see, we already have a strong WhatsApp chat, a WhatsApp group. Where they take, tie and slaughter justice for Mohbad. Apart from that main WhatsApp group, there are a lot of mini sub-groups that exist. They exist in layers. I want to say each of those in the main group, they also have their groups and subgroups. So when you hear some narratives that are shocking on the social media, please don't be surprised. They are members of the subgroups, they are members of the extended groups, they are members of those mini groups that transcended from the main group. Their main are doing, their sub are doing, and their mini are doing. They exist in layers and in stages. So when they come with narrative, hey, you see this, we want to hear account of 70 million, 100 million, 200 million. They never question CY, question Iyabo to come and give account of millions of naira that have been donated. They never question the advances, the steps, the grace at which these people have thwarted and corrupted justice. They kept quiet. They are keeping quiet. Well, just that they want this man to keep quiet and to shut up. As you can see, Mr. Joseph is, and I want to add this to his name, Oluwadamilare. He didn't do it. There was nothing. He never did anything. God just decided that enough is enough. I will expose those who are the source of banters, tongue-lashing, and ridicules that you are getting. I will expose them all. And God just exposed them. God just exposed them. So, at this junction, I want to congratulate all of us that held tight and stood firm. They reap justice, and I'm mostly concerned that all we want is we want to know what crime Mohbad, how it was cried, and reason why they did it. Circumstances surrounding the crime of Mohbad. I congratulate us to stand firm and to stand by what we want and what we believe in. God of hosts, heavens will justify and will compensate all of us. Because there is no amount of reward anyone can give that is enough for the time wasted or not wasted for the time given for the insult received, for the names we have been called. Even at yesterday, I was listening to one empty-brained individual addressing me. Is that crazy? That's not one word. I just look at the person. I said, this. So you are still wallowing in your destructive thoughts that will consume you. I wanted to say, I no longer slap Jesse Walowa. It's your father I'm slapping now. It's your father that is kneeling down in front of me and I'm slapping him. A lot of things just to frustrate Jesse Walowa. But we thank God. God has vindicated all of us. All mothers, all fathers on this side of justice. I am very grateful that you stand firm against all odds. We have the CTC is out. Like somebody was telling me this evening and said, William, Kono this CTC. Got all the readers telling. Well, it could have come it could have been the pressure and the SOC like Gideon that is taking them to release it because the court documents are supposed not to have studied this long. It's supposed not. But to thank God, we finally got what they have in record. And what we have in record as well is available, written and documented, that we are going to use to do what we want to do. And whatever we come up with, I know that I is in the right position and the best position to decide on the next line of action. He is the one that is in charge of his matter. Let us not be deceived. Don't let us jump the gun. Let's wait and listen to his next step. I thank us all and I say, heavens and God will reward us for all we have contributed, we are contributing, and we will contribute to getting justice for Mohbad. I suspend my mic for now. Any other person that want to speak can go ahead. We are here till any time this starts on is shut down. Thank you.
ti sùn lọ ní ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
Mi dájú gùrẹ́sì ló ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Wọ́n fi dákẹ́. Ọjọ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀, Mr. Bayo.
Tẹ wá dà nínú ìdá inú ẹ̀kọ́ mẹ́ta o.
Ẹ wò ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Ọyá kan pẹ̀lú báwo ni gbogbo nǹkan? A lè dára nù bó la ń dára nù lọ sí.
Ayọ̀ ní lórúkọ Olúwa.
Ẹjọ́ tẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ mi tọ́jú bàbá lọ́ba.
Ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ gan. Ẹ wọ́n kẹ́ níyàwó.
À ń gbọ́.
Hello ma.
Mr. Correct. Mo ń gbọ́ yín Mr. Correct. Yes sir.
Ẹ wọ́n kẹ́ níyàwó. Kọ́ ní kẹ́ máa tọ́jú ìyàwó yín. Rọ̀ kí ìyàwó yín máa gbádùn jù yín lọ.
Bó ṣe yẹ kó rí náà nìyẹn.
So, alright is okay. Alright is fine. Alright is. Yeah, the God test the only one.
Banga ni o.
No, think of one. Another one boy. This will.
Ẹ yóò má máa rí. Ọjọ́ ká máa promote.
In a matter of days. Ẹ máa ju kúrò.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Kọ́lẹ̀ tó wọ̀ tó dé dájì. Ẹ tún gbọ́ ọkọ̀.
Ó máa yá ààrẹ ń bá wa ti dọ́dọ̀ Tinubu. Ààrẹ ń dára ti dé dúró tóbi tó yẹ kó dé. Àwọn wèrè. Ṣé dadi yọ̀ọ̀kì ti sùn? Àti ti Mr. Paul.
Wọ́n ní mọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ gan ni pé tí wọ́n ti dì. Nǹkan tó máa ṣí wọn létí.
Bryce Alaide, Prince Feki, Yeye Babagunwa. Má sọ̀rọ̀ láìpẹ́ má lè lọ́lọ́. Wọ́n ń bọ̀ Súnbọ́lá. Ẹ bá wa ganu sí ẹjọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ wò tẹ́ bá máa ganu sí bá Ìyábọ̀ kò lè mi fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ mo fẹ́ sọ òkúta lù lórí. Kó padà wálé Èkó dùn o. Kó padà wálé òbébì padà wálé Èkó dùn wá bọ̀ nlé. Because gbogbo ilé rádaràda tó ń ṣe kiri yẹn. There's no cherry gbogbo ilé tí Wùmí ṣe kiri yẹn. They are only trying to, if they can, just buy their time. Petition baba, petition this, petition that. Ibi gan tí problem ti máa wà fún ilé ayé wọn nìyẹn. Let them do whatever they want to do. All of them, mo mọ̀ pé ẹni tó pàlérí Olúwa kò lè lọ free. And pápá ló lò. A gbúdọ̀ mọ bàbá ẹ̀. Kì í ṣe pé a fẹ́ ṣe DNA ká fi rule out nìkan. Bàbá ẹ̀ ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó pa ọmọ tiwa o. A gbúdọ̀ mọ̀. So àdúrà kó ṣe DNA tiẹ̀ gan. Torí ìgbà tí ìyá ẹ̀ ti ń sùn káàkiri, ó ti ń sojúlé kẹta, ó ti ń sojúlé kẹrin nígbà tí wọ́n lóyún ẹ̀. So we should try and do his own DNA too. Káti ẹ̀ mọ́, bóyá bọ̀dà tó dé ló. Mo ní Wùmí pé wọ́n ló ń petition káàkiri. Ó petition ìyẹn gangan ló máa da ẹni tó yẹ kọ́kọ́ ní ìpàdé.
Àlàáfíà ìkìlẹ̀ gan yẹn, àlàáfíà.
ẹjọ kí ló ṣe network níta búrẹ́sì.
Àlàáfíà ìlẹ́gọ́ yẹn pé ó sì wá ti jí.
ok ìyẹn náà dá o.
Àlàáfíà ìlẹ́gọ́ yìí.
so.
Àjọwọ́ láì nídìí.
Dadi host. Gọ́tà o.
ó sì wá tó dàdé báwọn náà jáde wá ń sìn. ó sì.
Ẹ̀ka lẹ́ẹ̀jọ́ máa bínú ṣé kò sí bá a ṣe lè gba orúkọ bàbá Mohbad lẹ́nu bàbá olóṣì yẹn ni. Ṣé kò sí bó ṣe lè block kan ti lè stop ẹ̀ kan tẹ̀ fún ní petition kan kó so that kó máa ran kó so that á kàn gba orúkọ yẹn lẹ́nu ẹ̀. Àní bẹ́ẹ̀ bá a ṣe lè gba orúkọ bàbá Mohbad lẹ́nu bàbá rẹ̀ á nù. Ṣé kò sí ni? Gbogbo òṣì tó ń ṣe tẹ́ pé ìṣàjọba ti ń ṣe. Inú ó yẹ kí á tẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ kékeré kan kọ́kọ́ fi mú orúkọ ẹ̀ kú kọ́ fi mú orúkọ kú lẹ́nu ẹ̀ sódà kó ló máa ṣòṣì ẹ̀ síwájú. Kí ni? Ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ ni ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ lókítà ẹ bá fẹ́ mọ̀ ẹ mọ̀ ṣé o bá wọlé ṣé wájú ẹ bá wà sọ kókò rẹ nípa àtẹ̀bọ̀ kó ń blackmail bàbá yẹn púpọ̀ jù gbogbo kọ́tẹ́ ń sọ tẹ́ máa fi wọlé náà nìyẹn ẹ máa ní kò rẹ ní. Wumi.
Prince relevant tó ń ṣe òfin owó sí ọmọ ẹ̀ ní tí ò bá ṣe.
orúkọ yín ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ látàárọ̀ ọmọ mi ayé kò tọ́. Àtàárọ̀ ló ti ń ṣépè fún wèrè ara ẹ̀.
Àwọn ọkọ̀ kì í lísì sóòkú sẹ́ẹ̀.
Pẹ́sẹ́kì, tí máa ṣí fídíò kámẹ́rà mi, ẹja odidi ẹja kan ni mo.
Wèrè náà máa fi ń wo wèrè.
Omi tútù mi ni mo fi ń mu, òun ló máa sunkún pè mí láma jayé.
Wèrè náà fi. Tó bá ṣí platform ẹ̀ láàrin ìṣẹ́jú kan bàbá ẹ̀ ló kọ̀ ọmọ dárúkọ tó bá.
Ó jẹ́ kó máa ṣe. Ẹ wo ẹgbẹ́ bàbá yẹn.
Cabinet ò dáa tó.
Ṣé mo wà audible? Am I audible? Can I speak? Maya billion, sir. Can anybody hear me? Okay. Ó ní àwọn èèyàn. Ó láwọn èèyàn tó yẹ pé tó máa sọ̀rọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ó yẹ kí èèyàn respond. Báwọn kan wà tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ kò yẹ kí èèyàn máa respond sí wọn.
Very, very.
So that boy,
Very, very. Speak on.
that boy, leave him. That boy is struggling. Somebody that kò níṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe. That's what he does for a living. So ó ń lo strategy ni. Tí o bá ti bú bàbá Mohbad kò lè zero lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. You understand? Ìjọ tó try to fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ against very dark man. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ àtẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ àkàlẹ̀ kíákíá ló bẹ̀bẹ̀. So ẹ fi lẹ̀. It's irrelevant as far as we are concerned.
That child.
It's a boy.
Ọmọ yìí kéré.
It's a boy. Ó lóun wá láti làjẹ́. Òun gbélé kò lè sọ àdírẹ́sì ẹ̀.
Samsodium ò ṣe tó ti tiẹ̀ ẹ̀ táwọn fi lọ gbé tìmọ́lé náà.
Samsodium ó gbé nọ́mbà nǹkan tó fi pàkì Samsodium nìyẹn. Tán Samsodium. Ibi tóun ti ní ọgbọ́n ju Samsodium nìyẹn kò ní lose guard. You know, he will not do that. So ẹ ká filẹ̀. Even after Mohbad get justice, the guy go still dey talk wetin dey talk. Tí o bá ti bú bàbá kò lè rérò. Don't let us distract whatever we are doing. He's young. But you see, Daloria is a very young boy. Very young boy. I've been going like where now. I see they like last 3 months now. So I was family and like it. Maybe no more.
A young boy kò ní kó lọ́kọ̀ọ́lọ́. The young boy without choice ni. Ẹni tí ò ní nǹkan kan tí ò mọ nǹkan kan tí ó dákẹ́ yes kò jẹ́ as in kò tó orúkọ ẹ̀ nínú church rárá. Òun kan náà ló wá drag ẹlẹ́kẹ̀tẹ̀. Òun kan náà ló wá drag ikú kíje sí. Ẹni tí ò ní nǹkan kan. Mr. Daddy Prince ẹ pàṣẹ ìṣẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kò ń ṣe èèyàn.
She thinks she said I said. When she came to our house, she talked to me, she let me know I should go to hospital, that she supports me, I will stand on my feet, I will be fine, everything. And she now said, did I know her? And I said, yes, I know you. And I even know your son. Because there's one day he came to our house, like Malian house, he came to Malian house with his friend. And he came to me that he wants to use the toilet. And I was seeing him, but he was sweating in the head. And I said, he went to the toilet. And when he went to the toilet, like 30 minutes, like 30 minutes after, I just be like, where is the person that told me he wants to go and use the toilet? So I went to the toilet to go and check him. I see he was not really doing anything in the toilet. He was just sweating. So, and I take him to the sitting room to sit down, and he should have AC. So he already left his phone. So I take his phone because a lot of people are entering our house that night.
ọ̀rọ̀ tí ọmọ yìí sọ ǹjẹ́ rí ọmọ bí ẹni tó lárùn ọpọlọ ṣe rí pé nǹkan kan ṣe ọmọ yìí. This guy only needed, in fact, as at the time Iyabo went there to their house, this guy needed nothing. Normal process. Ọmọ kò lé níyàn tó máa survive lọmọ yẹn wà. Gbogbo pósìkì àrí òyà. Of course, ọmọ Iyabo Òjó ó lọ sílé àwọn ọmọ yìí. Wọ́n jọ ń jẹ̀bà gbóná. Iyabo Òjó mọ iṣẹ́ ọmọ yìí. Ó lọ síbẹ̀. Tí kèmí tọ́mọ ẹ bá lọ sí hospital. Wọ́n bá fún ní document record. Tó bá gbé sí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì, wọ́n lè sọ wípé drug náà mo nílé Naira Marley ló bá yẹ òkú wọn jẹ́. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹni pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ìkọ́kọ̀ ìjọba yóò rí Iyabo fẹ́ gba donation. Àwọn sọ pé Iyabo ẹ̀ bu ọmọ yìí. Lẹ́yìn tí ṣé tó bá jẹ́ pé èyí lẹ bí ọmọ yìí, ṣé ẹ lè gbé sí live? Wa tọrọ bára. Inú òfin wo ló wà ní Nàìjíríà pé ọmọ kékeré yìí àrí òyà olùsí àṣàbí olóríṣà olùsí ẹ wá fi ń gba donation inú òfin wo arúgbó ogúnlógún inú òfin wo ló wà bó ṣe rí ọmọ Mohbad wá nìyẹn tó ń gbé ọmọ Mohbad tá a máa ṣe ogun wọn àtọmọ ẹ.
A lot of people are coming out, and he might have lost his phone because he have already dropped his phone, and he can misplace his phone that night. So I picked his phone and I put it in his pocket. So I put his phone in his pocket and I made sure he is fine that night. That's what I told her. I have never ever told her maybe they drug his son. Maybe drug us.
irọ́ tó pa fún ọmọ yẹn ṣé òtún wá máa padà parọ́ mọ́ ọmọ yẹn báyìí ìyàwó.
ọmọ yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ ti jáde tọ́ńtò ní gírèsì ó ní tó bá yẹ kí ìyàbọ̀ òdo ṣe orí ẹ̀ fóun ni ọlọ́run apinlẹ̀ tó bá dé ìjọ pé orí nǹkan bí nínú ọlọ́run apin ìyàbọ̀ òdo lẹ́sìn. ẹ lọ́wọ́ gbowó òyìnbó ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn òyìnbó ẹ̀ wọ òṣèlú ní ọ̀tẹ̀tẹ̀ lórí ìṣàn ọmọ yìí. Bàbá ní ìyàbọ̀ òdo wà lè ní kó má jáde.
alóran lóyìnbó wèrè sọ gbogbo òyìnbó náà life feasibility restricted kí ló dé appeal.
ẹ bá bá wa táàpù ẹ̀jọ̀.
ẹ bá wa táàpù wọn ti restrict wa o.
Ìyábọ̀ ṣé o ti predict o ti mọ̀ gbogbo owó tó bá fi ọmọ yìí dá.
Tẹ́ni fídíò ọmọ yẹn tó lè jáde yẹn tẹ́ni.
Tọ́mọ ìbá
mo ní lọ́wọ́ ó wà.
Wà á lè sọ
Bí èmi ò bá ti parí tọ́ka tó bì yẹn.
àfihàn sí orí òun gbọ́ ṣòkan lọ́wọ́ lọ́dọ̀ mi yọ̀ mí sí ọmọ in fact ayé wọn ti bàjẹ́ Nàìjíríà o èmi ní sàmà sọ̀rọ̀ yìí lọ mo rọra gbé
Ẹ bá ti jẹ tó náà àwọn máa sọ orí yọmí.
tó ti yàbọ̀ lọ sọ.
mo ti gbọ́
bóyá ọmọ yẹn ó fi l'accident. Àbí Ìyábọ̀ kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan bíi wèrè ní concept tó lò fún ọmọ yìí lọ́jọ́ tí ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ wà lórí ìjókòó òun jẹ́ kó ọmọ yìí sọ̀rọ̀ kí alágbọ̀n sódà tán bá bẹ́ẹ̀ speak up kó ná owó àwọn jẹ wà á lè ní káyé má dà wọn lóhùn.
ẹ bá wa pa táàpù
kí lè lọ sí Ìyábọ̀ kí lè wọ àwọn ọmọ ẹ lọ sí ilé náírà má lè àlẹ́ jẹ́ bí. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó àti ọmọ ẹ̀ bringing Liam and posting to torture Nigeria and gullible fans emotionally for more people to donate God bless you. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó dùn mí jù ìyá ọmọ ìjókòó bàbá ìjókòó ẹbí ẹ̀ jókòó. Ìyábọ̀ ṣé ìwọ ló kọ script wèrè fún ọmọ yìí sódà tó bá ná owó ẹ̀ jẹ tó bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n á lè sọ wípé kí lè sọ sọ̀rọ̀ kí lè sọ concept ni ṣé o mọ̀ pé tá a bá tú díẹ̀ báyìí bọ́mọ yẹn ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wọ́n ní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé wèrè ni sódà gbogbo owó tó fi ọmọ yẹn gbà tọmọ yẹn bá fẹ́ béèrè tọmọ yẹn bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ online wọ́n ní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé wèrè ni is a concept. Orí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ti dà Ìyábọ̀ jẹ́ kankan máa yé. Mo rí tọ́ndìsì tó sọ wípé òun ló kú tó ń fẹ́ lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n. Ìyábọ̀ irú ìwọ oníbàárà láyé pàdé jẹ́ kankan máa yé. Ìwọ tó wà lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ tì.
Ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yé mi ní tọ́mọ yẹn bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ òun ò ní gbàgbọ́ ó ṣe lọ́sọ̀ sí èyí mẹ́sàn-án àti kí ló kọ́ gọ́pọ̀ yìí. Ìyáwó náà ti yàwó ó ti yàwó tó má gbà tó ṣẹ̀ yé mi ní.
Tó bá ní kẹrin má gò.
bó ṣe mẹjẹ style tó ń lò ní.
Wọ́n á tẹ́rìn ọjọ́ lọ́mú. Ẹni má fi ń gò kí a lọ.
ẹ̀rín tó kẹ́mi àgbàlagbà tó kú sẹ́kù ọmọ òṣì.
Èmi ló lọ ń dènà mi.
wọ́n mi lójú kẹ́mi.
Ní àwọn ọmọ ìwà. Wọn ò ní sọ fọ́mọdé ẹ kó má dẹ́ṣẹ̀. Ṣé bó orí kó ti ń dánú gbógbé?
ó ti dábàá káyájà.
Wọ́n pè láyé. Èmi ò ń ṣe àwọn normal people tó ń bá dì tó ń dún mọ̀ mọ́tò òṣèlú. Èmi á jẹ́ kó yẹ pé gùn ni.
gbọ́wọ́ yẹn wọ̀nyí.
Ìwọ orí ni àgbẹ̀tì ní bí eléèrà gẹ́gẹ́ báyìí.
Lálàgẹ mo ń gbọ́wọ́ ọjọ́ á dáa fún ìyá mi.
Wọn ò bí ìyá lájẹ ẹ̀dá. Èmi ò ń ṣe regular customer mo sọ fún ẹ pé egun lè.
Ó lè bá mi fún èyí mẹ́sàn-án ní kinní pẹ̀lú kan tó sọ yẹn bá mi fún
Wọ́n ti wá
alátọ̀wọ́.
fẹ́ tẹ̀ ní àtẹ̀ní àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Ó fẹ́ fi ká ìṣòro ìtẹ́lẹ̀. Inú ìwọ játijàti, ìwọ jálajàla. Lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó lọ rán lẹ́wọ̀n, ó rán wọn lẹ́wọ̀n, ọ̀rọ̀ rán wọn lẹ́wọ̀n, torórí wọn ti dàrú. O rò pé mi mọ gbogbo Jimmy tẹ bó ṣe máa ń ti àwọn èèyàn ẹ sọ fún lágbájá kó má sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ sọ fún kọ́ńtẹ̀mẹ̀dọ̀ kó má sọ̀rọ̀ ọwọ́ push narrative kan yé tiwọn sódà tó bá gbé wọn dé iwájú àwọn adájọ́ tó sọ pé wọ́n bá yín ṣiṣẹ́ tó wà ní WhatsApp. Ìyábọ̀ ọlá orí pé àwọn tálíkà lórí rẹ̀ ṣe fún tí kéèsì
mi bá wà níwájú adájọ́ kan tí n bá smẹ́ẹ̀lì kankan mo lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ àti gbé kúrò níbẹ̀ ohun tó wọ́n bá ṣe tilẹ̀ ló máa gbé mo lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ lọ́ọ̀yà mi lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ àti kọ lẹ́tà. o fẹ́ rán bàbá Mohbad lẹ́wọ̀n ọlá pé kò dákẹ́ ni mo ti sọ rí dáadáa Iyabo kí ló lọ kọ lẹ́tà against bàbá Mohbad alágbòfò kí ló mú ẹ tó fi mú owó òkú ọmọ ẹ ẹ lọ fi competition against ẹ lálágbà o fẹ́ silent ìwọ tó jẹ kankan ìwọ tó mọ̀ ọ̀yàn ìwọ tó jẹ kankan nínú ayé Iyabo mo mọ̀ pé mo fẹ́ fi ẹ́ ṣẹ̀sìn ní mi ṣe dẹ́ lóhùn láti jọjọ́ tí n bá sáré dẹ́ lóhùn wọ́n sáré bá wa parí ìjà èmi àti onífà tó yìí ó dẹ̀ ṣe máa ṣèkà lọ ó ṣèkà fún mi ara ẹ ló ṣèkà fún torí mi fi kádàrá ti ego kí ọ̀la ìwọ ò dẹ̀ jẹ́ nǹkan kan nu ayé Iyabo Òjó èmi fi kádàrá ẹ sórí bó ṣe lé mi ó mọ fá tèmi ni ó mọ fá tí mo dá ni ó mọ fá tí mo gbé wá láti ìdílé ọ̀rọ̀ Iyabo Òjó tó o bá mọ fá tó bá mo tó ń pè nípa tó bá mo orúkọ tó ń pè fá tó bá mo orúkọ tó wà ó ní máa lọ bá tèèyàn jẹ wà á rí aláìbá wọn kan wà wọn fẹ́ bá tiwọn jẹbọ lókì wọn dẹ̀ máa lo kádà rẹ fún òkè ọlá. Iyabo ìwọ tó wà lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ is your audacity for me ìwọ tó jẹ́ nǹkan kan ìwọ tó rẹ́ǹtì ilé ìwọ tó ẹgbẹ́ tó bá fẹ́ jẹ wọ́n máa ń dàṣẹ lówó ni ìwọ tó jẹ́ nǹkan kan ní ayé ó wá sọ fún èrò estate owner sorry city owner pé wàá tì mọ́lé Iyabo ṣé o mọ bí téèyàn máa rìn dé nínú ayé kó tó lè ní estate Nàìjíríà ṣé o mọ nǹkan téèyàn máa jẹ láyé kó tó lè ní city Iyabo Òjó ṣé o mọ ibi tó o mọ orin tó máa rìn nínú ayé kó tó lè ta aṣọ kó tó lè di ńlá nídìí ẹ̀. Because I don't brag, because I don't need to brag. My success will speak for me. Gbogbo ipò àti agbára tí mo ní mi ò ní interest àti fi bá èèyàn jẹ́. Gbogbo ohun tí ń bá ní láyé mi mo fẹ́ fi gbé èèyàn ga ni. Torí wípé kéèyàn ga nínú ayé làwa fẹ́ fi jẹun. If you don't have enough money, you cannot buy clothes. If you don't have enough money, you cannot buy land. If you don't have enough money, you cannot buy house. Tó bá wo gbogbo business tí mo ṣe, Iyabo Òjó, wà á rí pé business that has to do with èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ lọ́lá ni. Tó bá wo business tí wọ́n ṣe, Iyabo Òjó, èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ sick, èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ lọ́mọ lọ́wọ́. Béèyàn yẹn fẹ́ kú àbí òkú, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mọ bẹ ṣe fẹ́ yanjú ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lè fi àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tọrọ bára. Iyabo Òjó, inú ẹkún àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n ti ń rí kọ́bọ̀ tí ẹ jẹ, atọrọ jẹ ní atilẹ̀ jẹ ní ẹ. Wẹ́rù tèmi gbé sọ́rùn, fẹ́ẹ̀kì tí ń rìn ẹ̀ ló yá ló ń gbé kiri sí, fẹ́ẹ̀kì tí ń rìn ẹ̀ ló yá ló ń gbé kiri. Àti 2018 níṣẹ́ ìtì wà lọ́rùn àti 2018 Iyabo Òjó. Mọ́tò táwa ti rà ní 2014 ni wọ́n dá ìṣe ní Lagos Shoe sí ẹ̀ ní 2020 tó yí nínú gọ́tà. Ìwọ tó jẹ́ péjọ tó ti dáyé o ṣe oríire rí irú wa fẹ́ dènà dé èmi. Ṣé regular person ló wẹ̀?
Ó dà pé ó ti dènà dé èmi ẹ̀ka lẹ́yìn ìlú.
Dókítà Kẹ́mi ti lọ́yọ̀ọ́.
Ó ti ṣe nǹkan mi bí èmi.
Ó ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. She is a journalist. I am not a journalist. Very dark man tó orí kámọ́ kọ́nà. Of course, ajàjàngbara ni. Ọmọ kékeré dẹ̀ ni tí ò tí ì pay attention. Èmi mú ẹni Iyabo Òjó mo bó ṣe operate. Mo mọ bó ṣe operate mo dẹ̀ sọ fáwọn èèyàn òun ò gbọ́ tèmi. Portable kò mọ bó ṣe operate. Portable mọ bó ṣe operate. Gbogbo wọn yóò mọ bó ṣe. Bobrisky ò mọ bó ṣe operate. Èmi mọ bó ṣe operate. Ó wá kéré. Ọjọ́ tó lọ petition mi sí zone 2. Kí ló mú ẹ tó ṣe gbé petition ẹ sí online? Tó ṣe lọ post ẹ sí Discover Tamebo. When I got there, you were expecting them to arrest me. But nothing happened. I left. gbé mi lọ Àbújá I left ẹ gbé mi lọ Alágbọ̀n ẹ̀yin lẹ ṣàtìmọ́lé ẹ gbé mi lọ dọ́sípì ẹ̀yin lẹ ṣàtìmọ́lé Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ìwọ ló ń sun àtìmọ́lé tó wá rí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ yìí akọ̀rọ̀ náà fún ẹni ṣé bó dín kàrà ni ilé ògbà ọ̀nà ògbà ló ṣe wí ara gbà èdè ló mọ́mọ́ rí gbá tí ò rí dídókun mọ́ ó ọkùnrin òtún balẹ̀ mọ́tò máa fi jáde láyé Ìyábọ̀ tọmọtọmọ ẹ̀ ọkùnrin òtún balẹ̀ mọ́tò máa fi jáde láyé ṣé oríjọ́ tẹ ti dín kàrà yẹn ọjọ́ ẹ ló ti challenge ní pé kí n mo fẹ́ ṣe má dẹ̀ ṣe é wọ̀ I told you I'm not your regular client mo sọ fún ẹ. Nígbà tí wàá tó lórí gbogbo ìsọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀dá ṣe ìmọ̀tàwọ̀ àti kọ́lá ìwọ̀n ó sọ fún ẹ pé ẹ̀jì ẹ̀
bẹ́ẹ̀ni kò yé wọn kò yá wọn yẹn.
ìwà jáde ẹni tí kò lágbájá àwọn aládó bàbá onílé ọlá yes àbí ṣojú kí ló fẹ́ fi gún mi Ìyábọ̀ àwa máa ìgbésí ayé ẹ rárẹ ni Ìyábọ̀ Òjó o mọ lẹ́bù ẹ o mẹgbẹ́ o mẹni tó yẹ kó ta sí o mẹni tó yẹ kó ta sí o ti tẹ̀sí o ti bẹ́ẹ̀ náà o ti taṣọ àgbàmọ́lẹ̀ ọwọ́ ayé dẹ̀ ti wà lára ẹ̀ o máa bára dáradára kú tọmọtọmọ ẹ̀. lọ́rọ́ tí sọ̀gbẹ́jọ́ tẹ̀ ti dín kàrà Ìyábọ̀ ìwọ kò lọ wo láìpẹ́ láti jọ́ tẹ̀ ti dín àkàrà. màá jẹ́ kó yí ẹ pé kékeré labẹ́ kéré kò ń ṣe mímì fẹ́ di yẹ ìyálàjà ẹ tó ya wèrè kú sínú ọgbẹ́ wọn àwọn wèrè ó kéré Ìyábọ̀ tó gbẹ́ ìwọ kun ètùtù ìwọ kun ẹbọ
táwọn ọmọ líle ti lò.
ìwọ tó yẹ pé ètùtù ẹbọ tó ọba fi méjì kún mẹ́ta kún ayé ò lè gbà tó wọn ti lò ẹ ìwọ táwọn ọmọ líle ti lò
ọmọ líle ti lò. mo ti
Ìyábọ̀
mo mọ lílì débi pé mo mọ tó máa sọ the next.
tó ń gbógun tì mí tí mi sọ̀rọ̀.
ọjọ́ kan wà tá a bá ti pọ̀ ń bíbẹ̀ a máa ṣe nígbà tó ń lọ ọ̀rẹ́
kí ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí
àwọn ìkọ̀dọ̀.
Ìyábọ̀ ṣé gbogbo bó ṣe púṣì narrative oyún rọ́bà ni ṣé ò sọ pé oyún rọ́bà lọmọ tiẹ̀ náà tó gbogbo bó ṣe púṣì narrative pé mi mo raṣọ fọ́kọ mi ṣọ́kọ mi ò padà fi ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ sí pé òun ò ní kọ́pọ̀ bá ṣe wọ̀ mí raṣọ fọ́kọ kọ́pọ̀ òun ló gbéyàwó olórí fọ́tò ti yí ní nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà kẹ́ ẹ máa ṣègbéyàwó fọ́kọ ọmọ kẹ́ ẹ lọ ṣe ìgbọ́kọ àmúlórí burúkú ẹ narrative tó púṣì nìyẹn láti fi rí dínkù Lizzy.
Lizzy ṣe gbọ́kọ̀.
Ìyábọ̀ nílé ayé ẹ tó o bá tún ayé wá lẹ́yìn tó o bá ráre kú wàá máa sọ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ pé tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ máa yẹ̀ wò gbogbo ètò kan jíjẹ o gbogbo ọ̀pọ̀ lọ́kọ́ la fi ń dẹ́ta gbogbo ọ̀pọ̀ lọ́kọ́ la fi ń dẹ́ta Ìyábọ̀ ayé ti lọ́wọ́ sọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ wàá pẹ́ràn wàá fẹ́ kú ẹgbẹ́ ò ní rú ètùtù ò ní gbà
àwọn ojú abẹ́ tó kó wa.
orí gbogbo àwọn tó yẹ kó gbà ló ti kẹsì òsì lẹ́nu níwájú wọn tó ti fọwọ́ tì wọ́n láyà ó mọ̀ pẹ́jọ́ la má gbòògùn ká tó sa nìyàbọ̀ kó tó ṣàgùn sí yàn wá gbé kalẹ̀ wàá sọ fún ṣe báyìí Ìyábọ̀ kí ló sọ pé Lizzy ṣe ó ní mo pè é sí fíìmù ní 20 years ago ó ní mi ìfún ẹ lówó iṣẹ́ níbi tí Ọlọ́run pọ̀ díẹ̀ ẹ̀ náà ṣe
mo fẹ́ kọ́ tìbẹ̀ yẹn ẹ máa hàn.
níbi tí Ọlọ́run pa títì ẹ jẹ́ dé níbi tó rí burúkú kọlù ẹ dé.
mo fẹ́ kọ́ tìbẹ̀ yẹn sí ẹ máa hàn mí ta ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
ó máa ráre kú mi koríko etí ọ̀nà máa ń ráre kú mi Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ó máa ráre kú tọmọtọmọ ẹ èmi ló ń halẹ̀ mọ́ aló tún sọ ní comment section you are the next ìwọ játijàti as a matter of fact sórí àwọn tó ń rán lọ sẹ́wọ̀n bá má dọ́dọ̀ tuntun ọ̀dọ̀ tiwa tó dé ó ti di yẹ̀yẹ́ ìwà tó lórí burúkú awáyé má ṣe rere oníjìbìtì tẹjọ́ ń ba tèèyàn jẹ́ àwọn olórí burúkú tó ń polówó fún àtẹ́gbẹ́ sórí wọn stick sórí wọn dẹ́tì ìyẹn ló rò pé ó jẹ́ bákan nínú ayé a ní kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ ẹni tó mọ̀ ó láwọn tó ń ṣe yes àti yes ma fún orí ẹ burú lórí ẹ orí ẹ ó burú kò pé mi jọ Ìjẹ̀ṣà àbẹ́ mi jọ very dark man tí o bá tí kò lọ against ẹni tó ràn lọ́wọ́ ó rò pé ó lè rí tìmọ́lẹ̀ ni ó rò pé ó lè tìmọ́lẹ̀ very dark man lọ tó lọ ta sẹ́ni tó ràn lọ́wọ́ ni ọmọ Yorùbá wọn pẹ́ni tó ràn òun lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn ó dẹ̀ máa continue láti máa ra ọmọ ẹ̀ mú ó máa continue because onírọ́ ni ẹ́ onírọ́ ni ẹ́ ó máa continue àti máa ra ọmọ ẹ̀ mú ó máa continue àti máa rí wọn mú torí àwọn ọmọ yìí ò tí ì mọ̀ ẹ́ àwọn ọmọ yìí ò tí ì mọ̀ ẹ́ rárá ó rí pé mi ò ń dá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ni mo ti sọ fún ẹ rí inú mẹ́ni ẹ mo sọ fún ẹ náà àwọn olówó àlẹ́yìn wọn ni kò séèyàn kankan kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ó ní kán filẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kó máa dàrú láàmú ẹ jẹ́ kó engage wọn ẹ jẹ́ kó engage àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kó engage wọn first kò jẹ́ nǹkan kan náà ẹ jẹ́ kó engage wọn a kò wú ẹ láti jọjọ́ yìí a kò wú ẹ láti jọjọ́ yìí a kò wú ẹ ní a kò wú ẹ ní Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ìwọ tó wà nílé mìíràn òun sọ fún ẹsẹ tó nà kókó dárúkọ ẹ ẹni tí ò wá fún ẹ tẹ́ pé wọn kọ́kọ́ lọ fún ọ wá sọ kókó dárúkọ ẹ
àwọn òkè ń kọjá ìwà ní bíbá
mo fi yé wájà ó má jẹ́ wípé mi ò fẹ́ kó lọ kóòtù ó wá jẹ́ kó lọ kóòtù ó wá tiẹ̀ wá bàjẹ́ bọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ láti kọ́ tójú tiẹ̀ ó ṣẹ̀ sí kò tún ṣe wípé wọ́n strike wọ́n dismiss yẹ pé tó máa fi jáde láyé ó gbọ́dọ̀ gbé lítì lọ kóòtù ó ní pé tìjú yẹn pọ̀ fún ẹ ariwo kọ́ ni music ẹnu ò ṣe ẹnu ò ṣe
abájọ
mo fún ẹ ní gbogbo ẹnu ṣe má jẹ́ kó fún ọmọ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ olórí burúkú ẹ wá jáde
àtọ
àwọn olórí tó ń tẹ̀lé ẹ tó máa wọ sáré tó ń tẹ̀lé ẹ
abájọ tí ní ṣe là á mọ̀ lórí.
ibo ló wà nínú
lísì ẹ̀ là á mọ̀ lórí ẹni àwọn.
ó dẹ̀ lè rí bí mú Ìyábọ̀ Òjó lẹ́yìn góòdì mi tẹ́ ẹ jọ gbé orí pé mi ì súnmọ́ pé mo dẹ̀ ṣe fíìmù ẹni kan dìlítì ẹ̀ àbí kílókíló mi ń yálè mi ń ṣe ṣìnà ètò ìwé padà sọ́dọ̀ ọkùnrin tí mo mọ̀ pé mo trust torí mo mọ̀ pé olórí burúkú ọmọ ni ẹ́ kò sọ́kùnrin tó lè fi sẹ́tì ọ̀ ọ́pù fi gba òhun èèyàn olórí burúkú ọwáyé má ṣe rere ọmọ ni ẹ́ ètò ìmọ̀ṣẹ́ra gba kámú mi mo lè tẹ ètò ìṣẹ́ 2 hours máa ṣe 22 hours ibi tẹ́ kí n ti ṣe 1 hour máa ṣe 11 hours ibi tẹ́ kí n ti dúró kí n máa wá working customer máa gbọ́jà mi I am not too big to advertise my business. Ìlọrin tẹ́lọ̀ Ìyábọ̀ olórí burúkú àwáyé má ṣe rẹ tó máa sìnkú àwọn ọmọ Ìyábọ̀ Òjó tó máa mọ sàrí àwọn ọmọ ẹ Ìyábọ̀ Òjó tó máa ráre jáde láyé Ìlọrin tẹ́lọ̀ ṣé bó lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn tó gbé mi lọ lọ́rin ó lọ ṣe fídíò tíǹkì wípé kò sí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ ó tó ń pè lájú lọ ni mo fi wọ̀ ẹ́ àríwó ó rí pé mi ìjáde rí pé máa tìyàn ó tá lè mí tí mo fẹ́ tìyàn mọ́lé ẹgbẹ́ tí mo ní ẹgbẹ́ olówó ni ẹgbẹ́ mi ò kì í ṣe ẹgbẹ́ tó máa ń mú omi jẹ́ fún yàn ẹgbẹ́ mi ò kì í ṣe ẹgbẹ́ alákìísà ẹgbẹ́ mi ò kì í ṣe ẹgbẹ́ tó ń tọrọ bárà ẹgbẹ́ tó máa ń fún yàn lèmi ṣe ẹgbẹ́ olówó ẹgbẹ́ ọlọ́rọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ọlọ́lá ẹgbẹ́ tá a máa ń fi owó tàkà tá a máa ń fi oríire tá a máa fi ń yàn bọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ mi ò ń ṣe ẹgbẹ́ tó ń gbọ́ omi jẹ́ lójú mẹ̀kúnnù ẹgbẹ́ mi ò dẹ̀ kì í ṣe ẹgbẹ́ tó ń fún olówó níbànújẹ́ nẹ́bà ẹgbẹ́ olówó ẹgbẹ́ ọlọ́rọ̀ lẹ́gbẹ́ títí ìwọ ló ṣí ọmọ ìwọ lórí púpọ̀ ìwọ alákìísà ìwọ ẹni ègbé ìwọ ẹni òfò ìwọ ẹni òṣì Ìyábọ̀ ìwọ ẹni àdánù ìwọ tó ti bàjẹ́ fún ìwọ tó ti ta fún ìwọ lórí burúkú ẹ̀dá ìwọ ẹni òfò ìwọ lórí burúkú tó kó pọ̀ sí 15,000 naira tó kó 8 péré sí ṣọ́ọ̀bù ó bẹ̀ sí ní bragado ní àwọn ọmọ wọn ni òun á rán yàn kan lẹ́wọ̀n Ìjẹ̀ṣà ló máa rán lẹ́wọ̀n súnmọ́ ẹ orí pé mi ò súnmọ́ ẹ mo fún ẹ ní lọ́ngò torí mo kó lórí burúkú ọmọ ní ẹ ọmọ òfò ní ẹ ìgbà tó gbé látọ̀run ìgbà láti sá ni wàá máa kúkú sórí ìwọ oríire wo lórí burúkú ẹ ń ṣe o ò láṣọ gidi lọ́rùn o ò ní gòdì lọ́rùn gbogbo nǹkan ẹ ò ń tọrọ ni ò ń yá ni wọ́n fún ẹ ní. àwọn tó gba fóònù lọ́wọ́ wọn ebo onífẹ́mi adébáyọ̀ ń do àjọ tó ti gba fóònù nífẹ̀mí ti yọ kóńjì ẹ̀ nífẹ̀mí ò lómú bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló rò pé ní gbogbo wa kú bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló rò pé àwa kan mọ̀ pé lórí burúkú ọmọ ní Ìyábọ̀ Òjó. ìwọ lórí burúkú tó tọrọ bára ìwọ tó rẹ́ǹtì ṣọ́ọ̀bù àbí kò sọ nínú live show ẹ̀ nídàrún bóun rẹ́ǹtì ṣọ́ọ̀bù ni òun sọ wípé ẹni tó ní property ní Lagos State ẹni tó dá ní shopping mall ẹ̀ ẹni tó ní series of properties òun sọ fún kó máa ṣẹ̀wọ̀n láì ṣe pé mo jẹ́ lówó láì ṣe pé mo mọ̀ ẹ́ rí o ò ní kádàrá o ò ní láárí o ò lálùbáríkà o ò lówó tó lè fira léèfì kọ́mọ́ 30,000.
ayé ìbàjẹ́.
mi ní white wọ́n máa mi God wanted our celebration to be very popular and known worldwide and things been at the top so that when the disgrace arrives like as now the whole world can be ní white. mo máa ń sọ fún Ìyábọ̀ Òjó oníwọ tó o bá gbádùn kó o máa já àwọn tó wà ní
àná bí ìyẹn lè tọ́wọ́ pọ̀
wá la ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀.
ó máa gòkè bí nǹkan míì ìgbà tó bá máa ń lalẹ̀ báyìí á ti wá gbà lẹ́yìn ìyẹn lè tọ́wọ́ pọ̀ pọ̀tẹ́tẹ́ nínú ayé mi.
abis mi ni wáyé ti kí ló rí tá a gbé fọ́tò fídíò fámìlì wa fún ní ọjọ́ iléyá òun àti jísọba sáyé lọ póòsì fóònù ọba mi sàlàwà sórí jísọba òun wá olóṣèlú tó máa gbà mí olùṣe olórí burúkú ológun kọ̀bìlì oníbàárà akọni fásitì pé Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ìwà àtàgbé fún ẹgbà bàrà owó pọ́lìṣì ẹ̀bí ká ní pé olówó ni bílọ́ní àní o bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló ṣe lọ́ fi ọkọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀wé Davido tí bàbá ẹ̀ ó lè jẹ́ èèyàn Ìyábọ̀ máa rárẹ̀ kiri tọmọtọmọ wọ́n ní bàbá èèyàn ní private jet ìwọ lórí burúkú alápámáṣẹ́ wọ́n tó ní lárí o fẹ́ lọ máa fi rẹ̀ wé Davido wàá kúlé ọmọ ẹ lọ́sàn-án lóru bí kò ní gba kọ́kọ́rọ́ private jet bàbá mi máa wà lọ olè olùṣe olórí burúkú abatẹ̀yàn jẹ́ fipá gbowó olórí burúkú ọmọ òṣì oní bàbá Mohbad is fighting for bastard child àbí bastard father ìwọ ò ṣe bastard ìwọ tẹ́ pé olórí burúkú bàbá ẹ̀ ó mú tí yó ó fi bá titi ẹ jẹ́ ni olórí burúkú ìyá ẹ̀ ó ya wèrè kiri ni wọ́n tó mọ̀ jẹ́ ìwọ́n tó pọ̀ ọdún méje ló ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rí ìyá mi tó ti ya wèrè kiri ó ti nà kàtí ìyá ẹ̀ pé wo lórí burúkú tí wọ́n kú mọ́ lórí nìyẹn tó sọ pé ẹ̀ta ni wọ́n ní ìyá ènìyàn ní wèrè ni wọ́n ní ìyá ènìyàn àbí wèrè kọ́ ní ìyá ẹ̀ ṣe kiri ìwọ lórí burúkú tó pé nígbà tí ìyá ẹ fẹ́ bí ẹ lábẹ́ bíríìjì kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ tí ẹ ti ṣe wèrè kiri tó ń di ìyá ẹ̀ gbúgbà wèrè nígbà wèrè tí ẹ ti ṣe balabala lọ́wọ́ ti jáde lójijì ló bò yá ẹ̀
ló bá forí gbalẹ̀
lórí ti forí sán kan kéré
tí wọ́n sọ èmi àti ẹ̀ lájọ́ kọ sí ló bá forí gbalẹ̀ ló bá tán lónà bá ní ọ̀nà bá mú skọ́skọ́.
very worthless idiot very broke very broke ẹ̀yin ò ríran ni ẹ̀ ráṣọ tó ń wọ̀ ni olórí burúkú tó wọṣọ 7K tó bá da fóbìnrin ibi aṣọ ohun ẹ̀rẹ́ ti máa mọ̀ náà ṣú àbàjẹ́ ló máa sọ̀rọ̀ náà àwa máa sọ pé mi gbé fake life èmi tí mò ń tajà olórí burúkú oníbàárà aṣọ olórí burúkú ló ń jẹ̀bá gbóná òun ta pẹpẹ súpù òun ta bá aṣọ ń rán gbogbo ọmọ ẹ̀ kiri tó ń ta ẹ̀bá gbóná kiri ọmọ ẹ̀ wá gbọ́jà ẹ̀bá gbóná ogorí ń sun ni olórí burúkú ọmọ mo ní jíṣọba tó ń kọ pé ní ti Anjorin gbé cocaine mo ní jíṣọba ló ń gbé cocaine aṣọ olórí burúkú ẹ̀wọ́n náà ṣàgbín bẹ́ẹ̀ alẹ́ allegedly ni o ẹjọ́ lórí kúkú ẹ̀ ṣáà olórí kúkú ẹ̀ wá torí pé ṣáà ní ẹbí dẹ́ ẹni tí ti bá pè é mo pè é gbé ni olórí kúkú ìyálàyà ẹ̀ abótígbàgbé ó ti wáyé pé olùkọ́kọ́ wá fún mi tó pe gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tó máa mú sáré wọlé lẹ́wọ̀n ibi tí ìyálàyà ẹ̀ ti ṣẹ̀wọ̀n wá ṣàlàyé olórí burúkú olóṣì ó burẹ́wà tòkótòkó olórí burúkú ológogoro ẹni òfò ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ó sọ náà ó sọ aṣọ́jọ́ ẹ̀ ní pé nígbà tí wọ́n ti mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tí kò yẹ kó ja wọn tó tún ṣe àbá. Yes, when you face them to arrest you, so you've been arrested on suspicion of the murder of ABCD. Kí Jésù aṣọ fi ṣe cover up ni aṣọ fi ṣe cover up ni aṣọ bá yà ọmọ ọlọ́mọ jẹ́ fún donation olórí burúkú ọmọ etí ò jẹ́ kọ̀kọ́ kó mọyàn sẹ́ ẹni tó sá lọ nígbà tó fẹ́ gbé wèrè lẹ́wọ̀n òun anybody ó wà nínú ẹ̀wọ̀n for like 5 days l'Abuja ó wà nínú ẹ̀wọ̀n kò réyàn gbálẹ̀ ó wà nínú ẹ̀wọ̀n. èyí olórí burúkú amútíyó ni àwa tán live chat abẹ́ ti máa ṣe bí olórí kò ní any business idea kò níwàre kò lóyà kò jẹ́yàn kò jára ayé àwọn èrò ọ̀run gan wọn ò trust ẹ̀ òun fẹ́ bílọ́níà èyí olórí burúkú sàríù tó máa mọ sàrí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yẹn àwọn tó fẹ́ dàbí gan àwọn tó ń kọ́pì èmi nìyẹn o ẹni tó ní ẹsẹ̀ ti fẹ́ kọ́pì olórí burúkú tó rẹ̀ǹtì ilé abẹ́ ẹ̀gbà mi ní sọ̀díkì ṣe ẹni tó ní ẹsẹ̀ ẹni tó ń taṣọ ó fẹ́ kọ́pì olórí burúkú tó ń ṣẹ̀ ń bọ́ṣọ sí lọ́rùn. mo ṣe patí lórí ẹ̀ńtà ayé gbọ́ ọ̀run mọ̀ ṣé taṣọ ni àbí ti góòdì olórí burúkú wọ́n ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ GoFundMe fún few days to party ṣé o máa sunkún níbi tá a ti ṣe GoFundMe fún ẹ o máa sunkún tó lówó